following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Hot crackers! That girl's got a lot of moxie. She's got a lot of spirit. Check out them gams! What other phrases don't people use anymore? No!
Of course! Of course!
And what is this other thing?
Is it like just...
It's a wand with the core removed.
It's a wand, but they've removed the core for some reason.
The wand was... the remains of the wand are a quartz wood. A kind of wood that that grows like little nodules of a crystalline quartz-like substance, very good at conducting electricity. Or light, I guess, medieval.
Also, with what this is made out of, this could have been used to conduct a wizard's lightning. So, I'm actually confused as to why they would remove the core.
Obscure knowledge check.
Yes, 17.
Well, the most obvious core to put in a wand like this would be selenium. Useful for mage lightning.
Yeah.
Also useful for... let's call them ultimate curses.
Oh. So, like, they could have cut it for the raw material to
do something like maybe... like one of the top completely forbidden curses.
How common is that?
That's obscure.
No, that's the substance itself. Like, how common is
Amongst wizards, it's sought after. It's probably uncommon? Uncommon to rare, but not foil.
But not, yeah, okay.
It's not a mythic. It's not a super rare hollow.
Yeah, it'd be like blue or purple.
Yeah. So it's not like how the fuck did they even get any of this here? It's more like
Well, no, selenium goes in
Magic.
and magic items as well. Like it.
Yeah, destroying a wand to get it though, you must have been desperate because the wand with the selenium core would have been worth more than just the selenium by itself. So they must have really needed it. And were willing to destroy an item to get it.
just madness.
It is not madness. It is magic.
How dust? So, like, is there any dust on this stuff?
None. It's been purified.
Yeah. So, like,
All
this
workbench
happened.
has been purified.
So this happened like within
a couple days.
A couple of days. Yeah. I'll like check around the bench and stuff, and then just. They've used this within the last couple of days.
It's all I can tell, yes. And you look at the dust on those, and then there's no dust here.
They've also purified the entire workbench, which means they have.
They've been
done
identifying
something.
stuff.
You need to purify areas before rituals. This is a good knife for performing rituals as well.
It isn't like
Cutting
too far from the spire. It's on the right side of the old city.
Cutting open a wand just doesn't make any sense, though. It's worth so much more than the raw materials.
Yes, but what if the raw materials is what they wanted?
Yep. It wouldn't make any sense to destroy the wand. You could easily trade it for many times its weight in the raw materials.
That's if you can.
It's also a lot of selenium.
Yeah.
implying that whatever they wanted, that just the sleeve would have to be very powerful. Possibly, maybe, a knight of 10th level. Yeah, they're a 10.
This is also... The amount of selenium that would come out of a wand would... Do you remember in the north, when the wizard demonstrated his power?
Yes.
That, or better.
Beyond that.
Beyond that.
So, you could use this to, say, curse a city or a town or a...
Or a country.
Or one really, really awful curse. Sort of the kind that are just unremovable or irreversible. Technical.
Well, take the... Is the wand being purified, or is the ritual dagger being purified?
They both have.
Well, you think... Would it be purified after they've used it?
I mean, there are no...
Because that would then be good, because it wouldn't have any other smell apart from whoever used it last on it.
I see. So we could get Eden to track them.
Yes.
Take these things.
Okay. You add the ritual dagger to your inventory. The ritual dagger is a standard bronze blade. The hilt is made out of bone and is carved into 3 intertwined people being tortured in horrible ways. Each of them has 3 tiny little ruby eyes in them. The wand halves are very nice and you can maintain some quartz wood, which is useful. I think it's a V or L level component. Can't remember. And you leave the same way you came, boldly striding out of the front door.
I mean, I'll check if there's anyone outside.
There's a guard standing right outside the gate, and your friend, your pal, Celine's there, and I'm gonna have her spot you, and she's going to be like, oh shit. She'll throw aside her cloak and just turn around and bend over and be like, oh damn, I have dropped my coin pouch, and the guard's just like, I notice you have a belt.
So let's
Related
go.
to Braun.
So we'll
Teaser.
leave and then go around somewhere where the guard wouldn't see, right? Because it's
My coin pouch appears to be caught on a stone.
we'll leave the back way, I guess.
Yeah, the back way is exactly what he's paying attention to. Right, okay, cool. You all meet up at a convenient spire-like location.
Is the body still there?
Yes. In fact, it has been tastefully accentuated by a bunch of we'll keep away things that leave it completely exposed.
And what is this other thing?
Is it just...
It's a wand with the core removed.
It's a wand, but they've removed the core for some reason.
The wand was the remains of the wand are a quartz wood, a kind of wood that grows like little nodules of a crystalline quartz-like substance, very good at conducting electricity or lightning, as good.
Also, with what this is made out of, this could have been used to conduct wizard's lightning. So, I'm actually confused as to why they would remove the core.
Obscure knowledge check.
Yes, 17.
Well, the most obvious core to put in a wand like this would be selenium. Useful for mage lightning.
Yeah.
Also useful for, let's call them ultimate curses.
Oh. So, like, they could have cut it for the raw material to
do something like maybe like one of the top completely forbidden curses.
How common is that?
That's obscure.
Like, no, the substance itself. Like, how common is
Amongst wizards, it's sought after. It's probably uncommon to rare, but not for
But
it.
not, yeah, okay.
It's not a mythic. It's not a super rare hollow.
Yeah, it'd be like blue or purple.
So it's not like, how the fuck did they even get any of this here? It's more like,
Well, no, selenium goes in
It's a magic
and magic items as well. Like it.
Yeah, destroying a wand to get it though, you must have been desperate because the wand with the selenium core would have been worth more than just the selenium by itself. So they must have really needed it. And were willing to destroy an item to get it.
just madness.
It is not madness. Just magic.
How dust? So, like, is there any dust on this stuff?
None. It's been purified.
Yeah. So, like,
All
this
workbench
happened.
has been purified.
So this happened like within
a couple days.
A couple of days. Yeah. I'll like check around the bench and stuff, and then just. I've used this within the last couple of days.
It's all I can tell you. Yes. And you look at the dust on those, and then there's no dust here.
They've also purified the entire workbench, which means they have.
They've been
done
identifying
something.
stuff.
You need to purify areas before rituals. This is a good knife for performing rituals as well.
It isn't like
Cutting
too far from the spire. It's on the right side of the old city.
Cutting open a wand just doesn't make any sense, though. It's worth so much more than the raw materials.
Yes, but what if the raw materials is what they wanted?
Yep. It wouldn't make any sense to destroy the wand. You could easily trade it for many times its weight in the raw materials.
That's if you can.
It's also a lot of selenium. Implying that whatever they wanted, just the selenium would have to be very powerful. Possibly, maybe, a knight of 10th level. Yeah, they're a 10.
This is also... The amount of selenium that would come out of a wand would... Do you remember in the north, when the wizard demonstrated his power?
Yes.
That, or better.
Beyond that.
Beyond that.
So you could use this to say curse a city or a town or a.
Or a country.
Or one really, really awful curse. Sort of the kind that are just unremovable or irreversible. Technical.
Well, take the. Is the wand being purified, or is the ritual dagger being purified?
They both have.
Well, you think would it be purified after they've used it?
I mean, there are no...
Because that would then be good, because it would have any other smell apart from whoever used it last on it.
I see. So we could get Eden to track them.
Yes.
Take these things.
Okay. You add the ritual dagger to your inventory. The ritual dagger is a standard bronze blade. The hilt is made out of bone and is carved into 3 intertwined people being tortured in horrible ways. Each of them has 3 tiny little ruby eyes in them. The wand halves are very nice if you can maintain some quartz wood, which is useful. I think it's a V or L level component. Can't remember. And you leave the same way you came, boldly striding out of the front door.
I mean, like, I'll like check if there's anyone outside.
There's a guard standing right outside the gate, and your friend, your pal, Celine's there, and I'm gonna have her spot you, and she's going to be like, oh shit. She'll throw aside her cloak and just turn around and bend over and be like, oh damn, I have dropped my coin pouch, and the guard's just like, I notice you have a belt.
So let's
Related
go.
to Braun.
So we'll like
Teaser.
leave and then like go around like somewhere where the guard wouldn't see, right? Because it's like
My coin pouch appears to be caught on a stone.
we'll, like leave the back way, I guess.
Yeah, the back way is exactly what he's paying attention to. Right, okay, cool. You all meet up at a convenient spire-like location.
Is the body still there?
Yes. In fact, like, it has been tastefully accentuated by, like, a bunch of, like, will keep away things that leave it completely exposed and almost, like, point directly at it.
Same guards?
No. There are newer, more impressive guards. Sullen-looking gents with dark, shifting, suspicious eyes. And great big, burly armor.
Eden's still sitting a distance away.
Yes.
Good.
She is keeping an eye on them.
I'm gonna move over to where Eden is. We found these. I'll pull out the dagger.
Or,
Put it away.
Do you think you could find the...
No.
or,
Are you just angry at him or the thing?
or.
The thing. Could you smell someone on it? Or just the thing? On it? Thing. Yeah. We'll discuss it with others, but we may have to find who was using it.
Oh, there's also... Maybe this one. I'll pull out the wand halves.
Not food.
She was jerky or something.
Or?
These were in the same place. They could have the...
Or?
Same smell as the dagger? We'll talk to the others and we'll decide where to go from now. I'll ruffle her here as I go past. It's now a habit.
Well, on the way back to the spire, just swing by the cart and grab some canvas. Put my body in.
So,
I've probably got one of the sacks from those coins because we've been spending a lot lately that we could use. Oh my god!
oh no!
At least
Too small for a head.
Oh, you plan to
To decapitate it?
to desecrate the corpse of this poor individual.
No.
You would really do that, cleric of Tor?
He's not clear.
Seriously?
Not wrong, dude.
If he was not currently a cleric
No, but I mean,
of Tor,
if-
he would not have been able
If
to
you
heal
could
that
fit,
wound.
if you could fit a head in one of those, you could fit anything smaller, right? So
Okay, so the group get together and discuss what they're going to do. Go.
What did you find?
Well, we've been officially...
conscripted basically to look into this.
That's good.
And so the additional information you acquired because of this was...
He didn't seem to know about the architects, but that's another matter. He did seem unusually... What's the best way? How would you put it? I was going to say unusually... No, that's insulting. I wouldn't say that.
Honestly, it's...
He seemed perplexed by the concept that one could kill somebody in one place and move the body somewhere else.
Well,
Why couldn't
it
you?
had been done here. I would say he was more defensive.
Yeah. It seemed unusual because he didn't seem like somebody who was an idiot. But he seemed like somebody who seemed to balk at the idea in an almost, I don't want to say suspicious manner, but I mean, it was
I would
a
say
little
it's
suspicious.
suspicious. Oh, yes, there is also 56 witches currently in the town.
Yeah.
Up from 2.
Although apparently there's going to still be 8 when the others move on back to Einweg.
I don't think we can find 56 witches.
Surely they aren't all.
I may have something that may be able to help us, but I won't be able to do it till tomorrow.
Oh?
When I was at one of the temples in Einweg, I learned how to potentially converse with the dead.
How much of the dead do you need?
Some of their body, a significant portion, but not anything ridiculous. Head, heart, maybe a hand would do it.
Those are ridiculous things to take from a corpse.
Just take the whole thing.
We just need a place to put it. That's why I brought this.
I mean,
Slaps canvas.
Fit so many
you
corpses
basically
in
are
this
officially
thing.
sanctioned by the Baron to look into this now, so
Well,
if any guards or witches object, we do have the authority to...
Actually, witches are the one group we don't have the authority over.
Well, we still technically do, but while they do outrank...
We can act in this manner, but if a witcher says he wants that body...
Yes, he gets the body, yes.
then we're going to move in and do this quickly. We've also found other things while we're away, but we'll get yours done first.
Where should we take the body until tomorrow?
We could take it to the wizard's hut.
To what?
Probably not, because whoever's doing stuff there may turn up again.
You found signs someone was doing stuff in a wizard's workshop?
Something pretty bad.
Leans over and stares at corpse. Pretty bad, huh?
Yes, could be linked, but don't know.
It would do more than that, I think.
Moving the body there would be solving 2 problems.
We'd also be taking the body over the wall. And there's a problem with that at the moment, right? People are more suspicious of people on the inside.
If we're taking this body into the inner area,
There's no reason they have to know it's a body. Just wrap it up.
Well, perhaps the Baron would just let us put it in one of the dungeons. I mean, we are officially sanctioned to deal with this. Perhaps if we just asked to put it in an empty dungeon, that way we could also put a lock on it and nobody else could get to it.
That would also be, if he has a dungeon on his own estate, it would be an opportunity to have a little bit of a look around. Looks at Susan.
let's cross one path before the other.
I don't really much.
You're the one that put an evil spire in it!
Actually, you did that.
I did.
Yeah, but you put us in it.
Actually, you did that too.
You put Sulan's shield bearer in the parched stone.
Actually, no. That's not me either.
Anyway.
The place before that, however, was totally me.
I will not be able to perform any such ritual until tomorrow anyway, so...
You can take
I know,
rest
I
at
can-
any point.
Oh yeah, I know, I could just go to pray, go to sleep.
You don't actually have to sleep, you just have to be in full rest, meaning like lying there just watching Netflix would count.
No sex.
Yeah, just like it has to be complete, like doing so
My
much
job won't
nothing
work.
that it is basically rest.
Are you offering Salem? No.
I'm not allowed in your room. Roy won't let me.
Sure. I mean, yeah, unless you want me to... I could do it earlier if you don't mind me being out of commission for a few hours.
We have nothing
Just
at the
not
moment
doing
to,
anything, literally.
So you're going to be walking somewhere then.
It's going to take you 2 hours. And then you'll have to walk to wherever
It's
we've got
only
the body.
it's only a quarter movement, right? And you
No,
don't...
he's exaggerating the slowness. I'm not that
for
slow.
comedic
Yeah.
effect, it's a quarter movement rate. It basically means you move at a quarter the speed a regular person does at walking pace.
Yeah, but I would also argue we aren't power walking around the city.
It's not power walking.
No.
But like if he put in slightly more effort, he
Oh,
could
yeah.
move at like half regular walking.
Yeah.
No, sure, you just get worn out faster.
I'm sure you're fine with that.
Stuff with all those fatigue cards. You get enough of them, you're all good.
Do you flip like 3 a turn? 3 around?
Oof.
So, where are you guys going?
So we have to ask the guards to the body,
Yeah,
right?
so I'm going to go.
Oh, sure, they'll just hand it over.
Oh, sweet. After we explain, I guess. Well, have they already been told?
Yeah, they'll just hand it over. They're like, yes, you take it. Get it out of here.
Does the, where are the dungeons in this place? Or is there like a tomb or a mausoleum we could take it to?
So if you look on your map, the dungeons are located right. You see where the Baron's Manor is?
Mm-hmm.
If you go directly north from there, and then you follow that little outcropping of houses around, you'll see that big plain roof that looks like it's like an L shape on the corner.
Yes.
That is the guard's station, and there are dungeons under that.
Oh, yeah.
There are also ye olde tourist dungeons, if you wanted to use those. However, the traffic level is higher than it should be.
Let's make our way to the guard station.
Yes.
With our foul
You
smelling
need to
package.
go back and rest.
Or,
So they can do that.
Yes.
I'll go back with
I
them.
don't want to handle a dirty corpse anyway. My nice armor.
We'll meet back once he's rested.
He's being a bit of a wobble.
Ah, we bitch.
What if he's passed out?
yep, you definitely better be the one to go back with them.
This time. It's only fair.
Fair is fair.
Please promise me you'll at least just knock him out and you won't kill him soon.
The wind blows the way the wind blows.
The size of
It blows.
the size of those mugs, I'm not even sure you'd be awake.
Those are really big mugs.
And I tied them to his hands.
I'm sure you will have gotten out of that by now. Meanwhile, oh god, I've made it worse!
Somehow tied a third
It's
one.
like, it's all over.
There's a foot sticking loop through.
All the trust is going, this is great.
Now, this is why only certain people can be adventurous. This is trickier than it looks.
Say, alright, Merlin does are all stupid.
Have we not conquered them yet? I mean, again. Alright, you go to the guardhouse. They're like, turning yourself in, are you?
Unfortunately not.
Well, then, we have an escapee attempt here, resisting arrest. Get him!
Is there what's wrong with your eyes? Good sir.
My eyes are very fine, madam.
You should be able to tell by my plate that I am no escaped criminal.
He's one of them fancy lads which eats his dinner off a plate. Justice will not await you, rich toff, sir.
Please escort me inside.
Ha! I got him! His giant bulk heaves out from behind the desk as he orbits with that Paul Blart orbit walk over. And he's like, "You come along with me," he says, drawing himself up to his full height and staring you straight at the belt.
And I'm not a particularly tall man.
He orbits. Wait, are you come along? Don't try anything. Go. 15 years on the force, my entire adult life, and finally I got one.
I'll look around for like any other guard here, and with just like a look of help me.
Yeah, there's like two other guards, both of whom have the exact same face, and it looks like like they ain't gonna stop this.
That's alright, because you're just walking down there and you ask him to go on the thing first, show you where to sit, close the door, carry, find another one.
Unfortunately, like, sort of like, you're down in the cells and he's like waddling along to a specific one when he forgets why he's there and leaves.
Wow.
Captain of the guards, everyone.
Yeah.
Dude, the one in San Ramirez was like a cool dude.
He's really good though.
Yeah.
It takes a really good captain of the watch to keep a city that close to just full-blown anarchy under lid. Because it helps that they've got the riot squad.
The riot squad helps.
The riot squad.
Here in Berlin.
First time you ever met a stone troll.
Yeah.
They employed a stone troll?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
And a werewolf.
And a wolf.
And an elf. And a dwarf. And the riot squad.
Yeah, you telling me you wouldn't put these people on a riot squad?
The riot squad. It's like when shit... That's what the citizenry know. When shit gets really bad and riots break out, it's only a matter of time until they come down to read the Riot Act. And if you're still there when they're done reading it, there's a stone troll, and there's an elf, and a werewolf, and a dwarf, and then there's all of you easily meetable fucks.
Who we have seen get heroic frayed by the Stormlord.
So, yeah. It's effective. It works.
Are any of the cells like empty and unlocked?
All of them.
Oh, perfect. I'll sit my package down in one of them.
Okay, what are you doing with the body?
That's in the package.
It's in the...
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'll...
Who wants to make the Radomir's package dog food joke?
No, I'm good.
Okay, we won't make that joke then.
Good. And I'll walk out to go and talk to one of the other two guards who were laughing at me.
We're laughing at you, son. Alright.
And my situation. And that they are...
The guard captain springs up with another... Where did you come from, madam?
I'm just here to talk to this fine man, and I'll put to one of them.
Here you go, Blagan. It's your church's fine set-up woman like that. Last time I'm not Blagan, he died 5 years ago.
Oh god!
Oh wow!
That's alright, Blagan, we remember you. He goes back to his desk and keeps drinking.
Of course.
Oh no. You can tell it's a peaceful town.
Yeah, apart from the 13 murders.
Yeah, well, I mean, and the spire.
And all those other dead peasants.
Yeah, but that's the witches.
But the cells are all empty.
They're
The
just
crime
a-
must be low
They're just a
here.
little bit sentimental because he used to be a dynamo of activity until he got bludgered and brain damaged, and now they just can't bear to let him go. I mean, what's he going to do with his life otherwise? This is the retirement plan, kids.
I've put a body in your cells.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah. You should know I am employed by the Baron here.
Yeah, we know.
You know? And you're okay with us leaving this here until we...
It does not matter if we are. Okay, admit it.
I had thought I should ask if you were informed.
More than my 2 pence a day's worth to interfere with such things.
May I have a key to the cells so I may lock it and enter?
Yep, there's a peg on a wall over there with like a big loop with a single key. He'll get a broom. And he'll just like. Just really quiet. Here you go.
What was that about?
Oh, I learned how to get the key from watching a prisoner one time.
Have a good day, sir. I'll go.
Sir.
I'll go lock the cell.
Wait, the Baron just called me sir. That means I am now a knight.
Yep.
Oh no!
You have just elevated, sir. Gotta watch your words, dudes.
He's done. He's out.
Well, he's that guard's in their party now. He's rated me as knight,
Not Squire.
not bludgeon.
Get yourself a squire.
Oh no! So where's my words that get me in trouble?
Well,
Yeah,
and your actions.
To be fair, though, you were run out of Strumbloat after you called the Baron retard McSpecky Pants.
But he was.
Jeez.
He didn't add the third on.
Yeah, that was the lack of respect.
Yeah.
That's Baron retard McSpecky Pants.
The third.
of the Strumbloat Specky Pantses. Anyway. Oh, what a great night this has been. Yeah, you go meet up with the rest of your Mongonaut followers. Except Saphiro, who is resting.
He needs his naps.
It's the hardest thing, isn't it? Being a fucking cleric in the party. Oh no, I've got to sit lie around to do nothing for 6 hours. Excuse me, party members.
I cannot move. Clean me.
I get it myself, but I'm resting.
Well, that grape had a seed in it. I specifically said no seeds in my grape.
Well, I suppose there should be something in our room that does.
Right, we have the body locked up.
Well, nothing could possibly get it in here. Not now that you've got the one key.
I'm sure they're not universal.
And I'm sure they're not going to need this key.
And
The cells are unlocked, they'll just tell people not to leave.
Yeah.
But they'll obey the guards, right? If they don't, they become criminals. Like again.
And easily escape.
Anyway.
Well, they have a knight working there now.
So we are presumably gathered in one of the rooms there.
Sure.
He's the night watchman.
Night watchman.
Okay.
Bork, bork.
Can you just transform back so we can actually have a conversation?
Why don't you understand it?
No!
Don't you speak, dog?
What? No! Because the Commandant stole my ring!
Actually, we're back in the room now. One
Yeah.
of the rooms now, right?
You reek. Oh god.
Thank you. That's rude.
It's the things.
Okay, so I found this I'll put the dagger on the table in the room.
That stinks. That's awful.
Very
it is
evil.
awful. Look at it.
And this. I'll just pull out a stick that's been cut in half.
That is a stick. It has been cut in half.
It's a wand that's been cut in half.
It had fizzing in it. It smells all yellow.
Sounds like wizard nonsense to me.
So it boils down to this. There's no reason you would cut a wand in half. Because
Especially long ways.
the wand is worth more than the core itself. So they've used it. They've clearly needed what was in the wand immediately, but in the amount it's in,
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
Where did... I don't suppose they could just be making another wand. Does it work that way?
Why? You wouldn't need.
Or maybe they wanted a different one.
Maybe that's why they cut it
No,
lengthways.
this is the
If it were me and I just wanted the stuff,
no, but for a lightning wand, these are the perfect materials.
we already suspect
So
some
what
kind of
else
lightning.
can it do? What other combo? Do you know? Is that a thing?
There are a lot of spells that could be performed, or high-level curses, but it's
The body's hands were, and it was the hands, like the palms and the base of the feet that were scorched.
If you'd been able to, at the time, see there were also other scorch marks, but you could line on them, and you would destroy them.
To get scorch marks on his hands and his feet.
a peasant would die in one hit and be cooked, not just a scorch mark.
What if he was using it? What if they were making something? Had a great uncle once who was struck by lightning, and there were no burns on his hands as such, but his feet were scorched black.
Yeah, that's how. I'm not going to get into how lightning works, but anyway, the raw materials would be on the level of destroying mountain ranges, not just single mountain ranges, or a singular very powerful curse, or a very broad curse. It's a lot of raw materials.
Now, when you say curse, do you mean like what happened to Grigori?
It's more like possession.
Yeah.
But would it be on that level?
Well, you're cursed with lycanthropy.
Yep, sure I am.
It would
Oh,
be
that bad?
no. Yours is like a 5. This is a 10.
Oh,
Out of 8.
Out of 9.
oh. So it gets worse then. That's good to know.
So it could be a multitude of things, but this, I doubt it was just used. I doubt it was just on this body we found. There's no way you would waste a spell of that power on a random peasant. Unless you were just testing. This was also done within the last 2 days.
Normal spells.
In the last 2 days. I would line up. Maybe that's why this body was different, broken. Maybe whatever they're doing is getting stronger.
They're clearly doing something different, though.
They said he was a farmer.
Yeah.
What were the others? A guard? The first one was a guard.
Well, the problem is
Some
that
other
they
farmers.
just they're too far apart. For a ritual with 13 bodies, you would generally there would be set times. Even if they seemed random, it wouldn't be 5 back to back and then a week off. You might have 3 in a row and then a day and then 4 in a row, and patterns like that, or 1 then 3 then 5 then 7 days between, or sequentially each day.
That makes sense.
So it definitely sounds more like a test subject than
Yeah.
ritual.
Yes. This dagger is definitely used for performing rituals, but
Well, yeah, it's scarier than my ritual dagger.
Well, what?
Oh, you remember in Hasseldorf, I found a ritual dagger.
I have a really nice one.
I think it's still in the bag.
Okay. How does this help?
Because if you can find the smell of the culprit on these things...
Oh, that's easy. I know exactly where I've smelled that before.
Where?
Spire.
Well, apart from
I haven't.
surely it would be hard to cleanse that smell. Especially from you.
Well, I mean, I'd definitely be able to smell it again.
But it's
Something one forgets. It's awful.
it's all from that spire.
What exactly
It smells all. Fear and smoke.
what exactly did you guys do that caused that smell?
Oh. Hang on. What is...
Black spires show up when unconsecrated dread priests die, and there's still an open link to their dark master.
So I'm going to pull up the...
They work like little doorways that dread priests can come and go through.
So we got the stone whip from underneath Hasseldorf, right?
Sure did.
I'm going to get that out and ask her what that smells like.
There it is again.
Ah.
So, yeah.
So it could be related to Mel.
Yeah.
What a great cliffhanger moment to end on.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?